What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason, this is the Freebird Garage, and today we are on part 3 of Grant's Harley Davidson FXR build / fixing up, and we are doing a leak search today on this bike. There has been multiple leaks coming down below. We knew of it when we bought it, but we need to figure out where they're coming from. So springtime, he's not leaking all over his driveway, even though it is an old Evo and they are very common to do that. We need to make sure that we can get it cleaned up as best possible for him. But I'm gonna show you guys what we kind of have already and what our plan is on it. Right now, right from the front and working our way to the back here of the heads and jugs. The lower base gaskets are pretty soaked, all saturated. Now it may not be the base gaskets if we're lucky. Maybe on the oil pump, the cam chest, somewhere in there could be leaking. Push rods, but it's pretty covered. So we're gonna go through. We don't know where it exactly is, just have an idea. And today we are gonna figure out where that's coming from. And in order to do that, we're gonna use Brake Clean. This stuff's awesome for if you're trying to track down a leak that's just kind of coming everywhere and you don't want to guess. Get your bike completely dry as best as possible. And then we are gonna start it up and figure out where the leaks are coming from. So as far as the motor side, front side, that's where I think it's coming from. Who's gonna help me today on this? Right there.
Once I finish this, I'll help out.
So we're gonna start scrubbing this thing down and get her rolling, see how she looks after we get her cleaned up, and then get her started and find that leak. Let's do it. I've gotten this shit in my eyes. It is so painful.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got me. Just as I said that. Holy
Shut up.
shit.
Why joking?
Woo. Oh man, that's a motherfucker. So we went and did our brake clean all over. The reason why, if you have never done it before, why you do brake clean is because it really helps just dry everything out on the block. This is what I mean. Everything becomes bone dry and you can start to see if it's already gonna seep through where it's gonna go. It's just pretty much outlines your leaks the best it can. And we think we got a lot. I'm gonna start showing them right now. And we're gonna have, I think, a possible leak here, here, and here, here, there, maybe there, also there, and the transmission, and there. And possibly primary, which is easy fix. So after everything's been dried up now, we're going to then start it up, see where it leaks. All right, let's do it. All right, after running it, we found ourselves where the leak is coming from, at least the major leak, and which we kind of already had an idea where it's coming from, is right there. The front base jug gasket, base gasket is leaking, popped right up. Now I'm gonna run it probably a little more, but that is essentially gonna know where the main leak, because it popped up instantly and was already pouring out. Everything else generally looks pretty good. It looks like we'll end up doing that gasket there. And usually when that happens on those base gaskets and you gotta rehone the jug, itself and then do a head as well. And we'll end up probably doing both, obviously, if we do it that way, which is probably gonna be the way to do it. But that's why those base gaskets leak a lot on these Evos. They aren't just the gasket, they are the whole cylinder, and everything needs to be taken care of when you do those. Overall, that is the reason why they leak, is because the piston is having almost blowback and pushing the oil back onto the base of the motor and giving that leak. So we're gonna fix that up, but good news for Grant for the most part. We're gonna take care of that, and I think he's finally enjoying himself over here.
I did most of the work, as you guys can tell, but 3 lessons I learned from this. Number 1, watch your line of fire, because I got Jason with a little brake clean in the eye, but he was mean to my baby, so I got him in the eye. Number 2, make sure your garage doors are open when you're using a lot of this brake clean, for reasons I will not disclose. And number 3, make sure you got a nice cigar, a beer, and a good buddy to share it with after. Stay free, boys.
All right, guys, so that's our kind of a closing there. We figured out where the leak's coming from. That was why we did this episode. I'm trying to get that nailed out, closed in. Base gasket's gonna be there. And as well, I did forget to mention, the primary is leaking over here. So we are gonna do that as well. And I'm sure we're gonna find some other leaks from when it comes through as far as riding, because more of the trains, we'll see that. Obviously, being standing on the stand, we won't see as much, but that about wraps up for this one. We're gonna get working on the motor, get it cleaned up and fixed for Grant. As always, guys, if you made it all the way through, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press that notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. And for those that have already subscribed, thank you. And as always, stay free, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.